If I were to take all of your definitions and strip them down to the simplest form of a definition for leadership, John Maxwell nailed it on the head. And he said, leadership is the ability to influence others. That's it. Because was Saddam Hussein a leader? You bet. How about Osama bin Laden? Absolutely. Leadership is the ability to influence people, and you can either do it positively or you can do it negatively. Now, I actually don't recommend the Hitler-Saddam style of leadership, because with that style of leadership, people eventually undermine your leadership, they try to overthrow your leadership, or they eventually try to kill you. Not the kind of leadership style you want to employ. I recommend positive leadership. That's real leadership. Margaret Thatcher once said, being in power is a lot like being a lady. If you have to tell people you are, then you aren't. If you have to go around telling people that you're the one in power, you're probably not. There are probably some informal leaders in your organization who have the power and influence, and they're undermining you when you're not around. You must combine vision with action. You can't have one without the other, and you absolutely need both. Christopher Haggerty once said, vision without action is nothing more than hallucination. And action without vision is nothing more than random activity. You need to have vision. Where are we going? How are we going to get there? And then you need to take action that inspires confidence that that vision is being achieved. You need to support them. Now, it's easy to support people when things are going right, but I'm talking about supporting people all the way. A tightrope walker was going across the rope, across the Niagara Falls with appalling wind and rain. He's looking down and he's just terrified. The audience below him is silent, hanging on every little step he takes. He finally makes it to the other side. His feet touch the earth, and the crowd erupts in applause. His heart is beating out of his chest. He made it. His manager runs up to him and he says, "That was awesome! That was incredible! Turn around and go back over the other side now, but this time I want you to push a wheelbarrow in front of you. And I brought one with me." And the tightrope walker looks at him and he said, "Are you crazy? Have you not seen the wind? Have you not seen the rain? I barely made it this time." He said, "No, I believe in you. You can do this." And he looks at his manager and he said, "Really? You believe I can do this? Beyond a shadow of a doubt? You believe in me?" And he goes, "I do. I believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can do this." He said, "All right, then I'll do it. But I want you to get in the wheelbarrow." Yeah, it's one thing to say you support your followers. It's another thing to get in that wheelbarrow with them. And the next generation coming in, the electronic entitlement E-generation, is clueless. And you have a challenge on your hands. And your challenge is to mentor, train, and coach them as leaders, to reverse their thinking, to give them some work ethic, to give them some values, to give them some principles. How do you do that? It's called brainwashing. You need to reverse brainwash them and train them over and over and over, and talk about the values and talk about the vision and talk about work ethic and demonstrate it. There are two things that will bring people together faster than anything else on the face of the earth. Number one is a common vision. When people have a common vision, they feel like they're part of a team. It might surprise you what the second thing is. The second thing that will bring people together faster than anything else is a common enemy. When people have a common enemy, they rally together. That's not a bad thing if you pick the right enemy. You need to have a common enemy in your organization, and that common enemy should be apathy for the job, apathy for the vision, apathy for your values. You need to have that as a common enemy so that people understand we are not going to settle for less than our best. That should be your common enemy.